long have you been in office?
I've been in office 11 years now.
And this has been kicked the count during multiple administrations.
Except you're okay. You don't get to argue with me. You asked your question. You asked your question. You don't get. You want to hold a press conference? You can do it over there.
How's everybody doing? My name is Anthony Brian Logan, and today we got to talk about Ted Cruz annihilating a reporter as it relates to the whole issue going on with the border. Now, we all know who Ted Cruz is. He's a senator from Texas, and Texas is dealing with the border crisis in a serious way. They have a lot of border with Mexico, and the illegal aliens are pouring across. Why? Because Title 42's come to an end, because no border wall, because Joe Biden is a guy that wants to have the border wide open. That's what's going on, and it's becoming a really big issue. I have two videos today. The first is from Ted Cruz, a little bit more of that so you get the full context. Also from Owen Schroyer over there at InfoWars. He's on the ground, and he's exposing what's happening with some of the buses literally driving illegal aliens into the interior of the country. So first things first, let's get to my main man, Ted, and see him destroy this reporter. Then we're going to get to Owen Schroyer. If you want to see both clips, they will be available in the description box. If you're on IG, visit the link in the bio, go to the corresponding article on the website. But without further ado, let's go ahead and roll it.
Let me ask you something. Let me ask you something. What rate of illegal immigration did we have in 2020? Do you know anything? I asked you a question. How long have you been in office? Do you know anything? How long have you been in office? I've been in office 11 years now. And this has been kicked the count during multiple administrations. Except you're okay. You don't get to argue with me. You asked your question. You asked your question. You don't get. You want to hold a press conference? You can do it over there. You want to hold a press conference? You can do it over there.
How are you?
So hold on. I'm going to answer.
You have a bunch of activists masquerading as reporters, and I think that is what that guy is right there that's talking to Ted Cruz.
Answer his question. The talking point of the Democrats, which this media reporter happily parrots, is, gosh, the problem can't be fixed. There's one little problem with that. It is an utter and complete lie. In 2020, the last year of the Trump presidency, we had the lowest rate of illegal immigration in 45 years. You ask, what have I done? I've championed the men and women of Border Patrol. I've championed securing the border. I've championed Remain in Mexico. And we turned this problem around and solved it. And we went from Joe Biden inherited the lowest rate of illegal immigration in 45 years. And the first day in office, he made political decisions to cause this problem. And you should be ashamed of yourself because you're a reporter and you're not reporting facts. You're telling lies. Joe Biden made a political...
That's facts. He made political decisions that have enabled the borders to be wide open. That's a correct thing that he's saying. You went from one of the lowest rates of border crossing in many years, like I said, 45 years, to the highest rate. And it's not stopping anytime soon because of the political decisions. Now, here is my man Owen Schroyer right there on the ground with the buses and the illegal aliens. Let's see what he has to say.
Ladies and gentlemen, this bus, they have dozens, if not hundreds of these buses all throughout El Paso, all throughout Texas, taking illegal immigrants everywhere. And it's more important to protect the illegal immigrants and drive this bus through a ravine across the border so they can get them on without the American media seeing them. And this bus is going to take them somewhere deep in the heart of Texas, drop them off. But Border Patrol tells us the border's secure, nobody's crossing, nobody's coming in illegally as it happens right in front of our face.
Move back. Move back. Move back.
And I feel for the border agents because at a certain point, they may want to keep the border secure. They want to do their jobs efficiently. They want to do their jobs well, but their hands are tied. It's just like dealing with the police up there in New York. You know, they may want to keep the streets safe. They may want to arrest these criminals that terrorize people all day long, but their hands are tied by the local administration, by the politicians, by the court system. Their hands are tied. It's the same thing going on right here with the border agents. So this is not an indictment on the men and women out there that are actual border agents. It's an indictment on the Alejandro Mayorkas. It's the leadership that is failing them.
Thank you. Yeah, get out of the way, Americans. There's illegals coming in. Get out of the way, dirty Americans. We got non-citizens we gotta help. You dirty, stinking Americans. This isn't your country. Get out of the way. I'm so glad that we're making sure that the media can't see Biden's border invasion. They drive 30-foot buses through ravines so the media can't see Biden's border invasion, and they send border agents out here telling us it's not happening.
That's a lie. I want you to go over there. Okay.
I feel like when they send the troops and the agents and what, like they had a surge of troops that went to the border. I think that was just more for PR because the invasion of the border is not really slowing down at all. If anything, it's ramping up because Title 42 came to an end. You would have done more to slow the invasion of illegal aliens down by keeping Title 42 than you would by ending it and then sending troops down there. It doesn't make any sense. It's like turning the water faucet on and then having a bunch of cups to catch the water versus just turning the water faucet off.
So are they going to block our cameras too? Yeah, make sure we can't see it.
Yep.
Very nice.
Wow.
Make sure nobody can see Biden's border invasion. Make sure nobody can see the illegal immigrants. You dirty, stinking Americans.
I'm sorry.
Your country gets more. Yeah, you dirty Americans. Get out of the way. This is the illegal immigrants' country. What do you guys think you're doing? This country's for illegal immigrants. You guys are dirty Americans. Get out of the way. How rude of you. How rude of you to think you have a country anymore. Hey, let's get another truck up here so no media can see this. In fact, let's just ban the media. Hey, guys, we're going to need you to shut your cameras off. We cannot document Biden's border invasion, okay? Everybody shut your cameras down. No free speech. The Border Patrol's here to tell me to shut up, too. Sir, he says, an American citizen. An American citizen.
I mean, like, you got to understand this frustration. Like, this is going to be kind of controversial to people. They're going to say, oh, Owen, he's just doing too much. He's being dramatic drama queen. And then some are going to say, well, he is venting the frustration of regular, everyday Americans. It's going to be polarizing. I feel what he's saying, 100%. Somebody's got to do it. Somebody's got to say it. The politicians won't do anything. So, again, going back to the example of New York City, if the courts won't do anything, if the police won't do anything, it's just up to regular, everyday citizens. And we're not necessarily trained to do this 100% right and by the book, but something's got to get done. You know, if nothing else, at least speak your mind, say your piece, and get it out there to the public and tell them what's happening.
Unbelievable. This is an attack on the country, folks. That's what this is. If you can't see it, you're oblivious. And we sit here and film it and take this from our government. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. But hey, don't worry. They'll get taken care of. They'll get food, they'll get clothes, they'll get everything they need. You dirty Americans need to shut up and get out of the way. Look at this. They get protected with guns, but the Democrats want to take guns from you. So guns.
Very good point. Very good point.
To protect the illegal immigrants, but y'all aren't allowed to have guns when the Democrats ban all your assault weapons. This is just ludicrous, man. This is a clown world that I live in. What a joke.
You gotta move back.
Get out of the way, you dirty Americans. This isn't your country anymore.
Operation.
Law enforcement, open border law enforcement here. This is what you get when incompetent clowns run your country. And you're not going to shut me up. I'm an American citizen. I have a First Amendment right. It's time we start acting like Americans. This is ridiculous. And you know what? I guarantee you they all agree with me. I guarantee you they all agree with me. But their leaders are too cowardly to do the right thing.
He's right. He's 100% right. They're going to agree with him, but it's like their hands are tied because it's like anybody else. You got a job, and then your boss says, hey, you got to do X, Y, and Z, and if you don't do it, you got to get fired. You might got kids, a family, mama, papa, you got to take care of. You got to take care of yourself. So it's like, what do you do? What do you do? They need guys like Owen, guys like myself, and many others to just speak up for them. And then we're talking about any kind of political thing. You got to vote for the right people. Okay, Joe Biden then won the presidency, and his administration is responsible for this. So anybody that has an issue with what's going on with the border invasion, with the illegal aliens getting a bunch of benefits and things that we don't get as American citizens, if you voted for Joe Biden, this is your fault. Take accountability and don't do it again. Very simple.
Yeah, get that Border Patrol truck in the way. Make sure nobody can see it. Unbelievable. You guys like this? You guys like Biden's America? The same Border Patrol agent that tried to shut me up said there was no illegal immigrants coming in just 20 minutes ago.
Look, they can see. So they're blocking it, literally blocking the view of the bus. See, they have this Border Patrol truck right here, and then another one right there, kind of catacornered. But as you can see, in between the two trucks, there are people getting on the bus. These are illegal aliens going into the interior of the country to a city near you. That's what's going on right here in this video. That's why they don't want Owen or anybody else to be brought up on it. That's why they want to obstruct the view.
So this is amazing stuff right here,
Look,
isn't it? Let's all just accept the state of our country. Make sure the illegal immigrants get better protection and more rights than everybody here. Unbelievable stuff. And look, hey, no one else complains. You know, it's always got to be me. No, everybody else loves being told that they don't have any rights and they have to pay for all of it. They just love being lied to. They love being treated like a bitch by their government. It's just beautiful stuff. Welfare state, open border, great stuff.
Wow. Shout out to Owen. Shout out to Owen. I mean, hey, people are going to be mad. That's going to be a polarizing video because somebody's going to say, hey, Owen, you doing too much, man. You being a drama queen, trying to get attention. I thought what he said was right on point. A lot of what he said, a lot of Americans are feeling like that's what we think. He just verbalized it. But as I close, I want to say this. Shout out to Owen Schroyer. Shout out to Ted Cruz. Shout out to everybody that's out there on the border, at least trying to ring the alarm, trying to do something. I mean, really what has to happen is the politicians got to act. Build the wall. Title 42 got to come back. Just don't allow illegal aliens into the country. Whatever you got to do politically to make that happen, just make it happen. Again, under Trump, we had a 45-year low in border crossings. Now we're at an all-time high. In just a matter of 2 or 3 years removed from Trump, there were political decisions that were made. So again, elections have consequences. As we can see, Joe Biden, his election had a very negative consequence on this country when it comes to illegal aliens and border crossings. But I think I'll leave that right there for now. And what say you? How do you feel about what was said in this video? Do you agree, disagree? How do you feel about the border in general? Should we just let them cross, as that one person said at the very beginning? Whatever your thoughts are, let me know in the comments below. You guys know where I'm at. The border should be closed. Anyone who says anything differently, I don't know what kind of drugs you're on, but you need to get off. Seek help, please. Go to AA or whatever you got to do, because enough is enough. This is ridiculous. This is an invasion. Any other country, if they were being invaded, they will retaliate militarily. But our issue is that we are allowing the invasion to happen. So at a certain point, can we call it an invasion or an invitation? It's an invitation from the political elites, but it acts as an invasion on us in reality. But whatever your thoughts are, please let me know in the comments below. And that's all I got to say for this video. If you like what you heard, please comment, rate, share, and subscribe. Peace.